Welcome to the finals of the 50th anniversary of the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach, where competitors were greeted with an Easter Sunday blessing of pulsing 8-foot swell. They'd also be greeted with a full capacity crowd. It was a packed house. Local authorities had to close off the road to Bells Beach. It was that busy. Standing room only for the finals. Here's how it all went down. Straight to the quarterfinals, where Adriano de Souza, the Brazilian, had the tough task of facing off with 10-time world champion American Kelly Slater. But the Brazilian well and truly brought his A-game. He turned up to play. It was a phenomenal display, posting a near-perfect heat total of 18 out of a possible 20.
Well, Adriano, what a wave.
Mate, someone is looking after him there. He has just got an amazing wave. Straight across the bowl, had steep face all the way, and it's...
Kelly Slater swung into action, but he just didn't really get the waves he was looking for. This was one of his best waves, but it really only offered that solid first turn. He spent most of the heat doing cutbacks, which is not what the judges want to see in conditions like this. Kelly knows that. It was kind of the story of the event for the champion, and he bowed out in the quarterfinals to de Souza in a major upset.
I'm definitely not in the zone this week at all. Every heat of mine has had slow surf, and that one, the waves that did come, I was on the wrong one, and Adriano was on the right end of it. So, you know, it's the way it goes, and you win some, you lose some.
To the semi-finals, where South African Geordie Smith had the tough task of taking on a red-hot Mick Fanning. Geordie looked pretty strong throughout, posting a heat total of 17.23, but it wasn't enough to surpass Fanning, who notched up an incredible 18.87 out of a possible 20. Going down, Geordie did amaze the crowd by sticking this ridiculous drop, however.
Yeah, it was a nice last wave. It was a pity that I didn't get any before that, but congratulations to Mickey. He's been the best surfer throughout the whole event.
Well, there he is, Mick Fanning, the man many believed had been the best throughout the whole event. Problem was, he had to go through that man, Joel Parkinson, who had beaten Adriano de Souza in the other semi-final. This final was something of epic proportions. Great mates, great rivals, pumping waves. It was the final that could not have been scripted better, particularly with this being the 50th anniversary of the iconic Bells event. Parko drew first blood inside the first 3 minutes of the final with a series of carving manoeuvres, utilising the drawn-out lines that had treated him so well at Bells this event. He picked up an 8.53 for this wave and backed it up a short time later with a 7.6. On the other hand, Fanning was sitting at the back waiting for the best wave he possibly could. He finally got a good one with just 6 minutes remaining on the clock, picking up a 7.93 with this to narrow the score. It all came down to the final minutes. Fanning needed an 8.21 to take the lead. Problem was, Parko had the priority. So as Fanning paddled into a potentially heat-winning wave at the death, Parko swiftly dropped in on him. He would then go on to seal his victory in style by picking up a 10-point ride on that very wave. Your 2011 Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach champion is Joel Parkinson.
Joel Parkinson!
I know it's Bells a really prestigious thing to win, but the 50-year anniversary one, it almost feels like it's a gold-plated one this year.
There's nothing else, just remember to